when you asked about your classmates, you asked about the staff, you asked me if they were okay. You comforted me, and you told me afterwards. You told me to take that concerned look off my face, and believe it or not, you even made me laugh. All of this, when I should have been the one making you feel all these things that you wouldn't allow. You wouldn't allow any of us to feel your pain, and you remained strong, quite possibly when you didn't want to be. You inspire me. Academically here at the end. I had numerous text messages and some phone calls, and not from the students that slipped. I had them from the classmates who were determined to get some of you back on track. They would text me telling me that they were going to provide tutoring, they were going to take revision packets to their house, and they were going to get additional materials so they could assist you. They were texting me and asking me if you passed your test. They inspired me. Some of you at some point felt that attending IAF wasn't anything special. In fact, I know some of you wanted to attend a different school at some point. A school that had more sports, a larger high school, one that was much easier to graduate from. But seniors, take a look around at each other. See how, through the years, you responded to things that would typically tear a class apart. It brought them closer together. So you will know that it's always possible for a school, a community, or even the smallest group of people to come together when it matters most. Sure, it wasn't always easy. You had to improvise here and there, but you hunkered down and you made it work together. This is why you inspire me. These are the examples of all you have done in the face of adversity, in the face of being a teenager in the city of Flint, in the face of the hardships that I know some of you encountered and still do to this day. Because you are the first graduating class of 2012 from IAF, you are the very unique special class that has certainly raised the bar for all future classes that follow. You inspire me. Some of life's proudest bonds are the ones we forged when everything around us seems broken. And even though I expect some of you will ultimately end up leaving the city of Flint, I'm convinced that IAF will never leave you. The people who went through this with you, the people who you once thought of as just simply teachers or your administrators, your school social workers, your paraprofessionals, your office staff, lunch staff, acquaintances, classmates, or even friends. The people in this auditorium today, we are all inspired as a family because of you. In fact, my deepest hope for all of you is that as you begin this new chapter in your life, you will bring that spirit that you gave to all of us through the trying times to every place you travel and everything you do. You can serve as a reminder that we're not meant to walk this road alone, that we're not expected to face down adversity by ourselves. We need each other. We're important to each other, and we're stronger together than we are on our own. In fact, this year, instead of presenting you with a burgundy rose, we decided to use a yellow rose to signify the special bond you represent as a whole. It is this spirit that allows all of you to leave here and do great things. And you, the class of 2012, you will help lead this effort. And I'm counting on you to be leaders in this effort. For many of you, because you are from Flint, Michigan, you've already defied the odds. Please, don't ever forget this as you walk out the doors as a student at IAF for the very last time today. Yes, you're going to encounter obstacles along the way. Yes, you're going to face setbacks and disappointments, but you are the class of 2012. No matter how tough times get, you will be tougher. No matter what life throws at you, you'll be ready. And you will not be defined by the difficulties you face, but instead you will be defined by how you respond, with strength, with grace, and a commitment to others. Langston Hughes, the poet and civil rights activist who knew some tough times, wrote a poem called Youth, and I'd like to share it with you. We have tomorrow bright before us, like a flame yesterday, a night gone thing, a sound